Previously, we saw how millennials and Gen Z have different car preferences. Modern cars now have big screens, minimalist interiors, and backlit touch controls. Sure, some people adapt to these changes. But why did car brands move in this direction? Why are they adding more tech and gimmicky features like auto start stop? Let's break it down in this video. But wait, Gen Z enters the chat. They grew up with smartphones, swiping since birth. Physical buttons just feel ancient. Why twist a knob when you can just tap? At the current time, Gen Z buys cars more quickly than normal people. In a recent survey of 4,000 US adults, 76% of Gen Z bought their first car before 21, while only 56% of millennials did before 21. Yeah, why not? With YouTube automation, dropshipping, trading, AI agents, social media agency, coding, and other online stuff, Gen Z guys are practically printing money, yo. Nowadays, everyone wants cars with tech and cheap prices. 54% of Gen Z consider price to be an important factor in buying cars. Is that why car manufacturers are cost-cutting, adding unnecessary features, and using touch panels to save thousands? You guessed it right. Furthermore, some Gen Z guys want minimalism and style. That's why newer BMW cars have adaptive interior lighting, screens, touch panels, cool animations, and a massive front haha. It may not appeal to all people, but some Gen Z buy these kinds of cars. Young car lovers choose the right car and tolerate modern technology. Some even buy Teslas for speed, tech, games, and vibe. You probably heard them say, "Yo, my Tesla has arcade games." Can your old Civic do that? But here's where things get funny. Some car brands tried to go full touchscreen, and it backfired. You see, Tesla has one big screen for all controls, and it's acceptable. It's truly minimal, and you can get used to it. However, what happens when ICE cars try to copy Tesla's style? Disaster. The 2021 Volkswagen Golf had no buttons on the steering wheel, only touch-sensitive panels. Millennials hated it. VW listened and updated the 2025 Golf with buttons on the steering wheel. But they put a massive infotainment system, which doesn't suit the overall car interior. Do women favor bigger screens? Does Gen Z want bigger screens? Or do millennials just want an analog instrument cluster or a digital one with dials and an adequately sized screen? The fact is, bigger, wider screens look good on newer Hyundai models. Bigger, taller screens look like toys on newer VW and Skoda cars. It's lame. Do we agree that bigger, wider, and well-integrated screens are just fine? Even though some people complain about the haptic touch pads on the steering wheel, you can get used to them. They work fine too. Just like how you get used to Cybertruck's overhead touch shifter, haha. It's not surprising that the shifter section is falling off, probably a design flaw. While Tesla forces you to adjust to new tech and minimal interiors, it has speed, acceleration, and adequate driving performance. The updated 2025 Model 3 is a good example. Even VW and Skoda switched to touch pads for the AC control unit, and it's not as elegant as knobs. Skoda brought smart dials and rotary knobs in the 2024 Superb, but didn't give them for Octavia or other lower car models. Lame again. You want to slide a pad to increase heating, or just rotate a knob? Your choice. Not only that, haptic touch controls are a nightmare when you're driving with kids. In California, a family of 4 abruptly stopped on the road because their kid accidentally tapped the touch-sensitive gear selector. These are not exactly the kind of surprise you want on the highway.